we want XYZ. And we as, hopefully when I become an elected official, I want people to let me know what are happening, what's happening in your cases. What do you want to see? What happened to your neighbor, your family, your friends? How can we improve? That's the question that every governmental agency needs to ask themselves at all times. How can we improve? And so by inviting all of the, law enforcement officers into our trainings, their understanding and education about criminal law will increase, because most cops are not lawyers. But we ask them as a community to be first responders, to evaluate a scene, to collect evidence. And the more legal education they have and the closer relationship they have with the prosecutors, the better they'll be able to do their job. And strong cases against people committing crimes will be stronger, and that helps the victims. And weak cases will be able to be identified right from the beginning, and then people won't be arrested mistakenly for a case that can't be proven in court. So it's a win-win on both sides to increase the legal training and knowledge, both of the assistant state attorneys and law enforcement. So that's my kind of two-tiered top priority.
Okay. So we'll wrap this up, but I wanted to ask you about the public. And I know you want to work with everybody and you want to make it good for everybody. Is there any steps that you would take in reaching out to those community members? And I'm talking about just the community, not the police or anything, but the actual people that we're serving, to really bring trust, because a lot of them don't trust the police, they don't trust lawyers, they don't trust anybody. How do we reach
Sure.
out and say, hey, we're here to serve you, and whatever it is that you want, we're here to do it?
Well, I think that a big part of my connection with the community stems from the fact that I grew up in this community. My family has lived in Orange County for over 45 years. I went to 12 years of Orange County public schools. I am actually running this campaign as a people first campaign. I have been spending every weekend at farmers markets, at 5K races, at public events, at the holiday parades, and I'm meeting people and I'm talking to people, and I've been hearing over and over, people are really excited to have an opportunity to talk to someone who wants to be an elected official, and I plan on continuing to do this. Right? It's not just about standing and marching in a parade, right? When you're sitting on the top of a truck or something, waving at people, that's not bad. I'm not criticizing public officials that do that, but the reality is that too many public officials say that they're open if the public wants to come to them, and they'll talk to them if the public wants to come to them. But we need elected officials, even after they're done running for office, to go out to where the people are. We need a lot of the schools are having public events and public activities, and I think that the head of the juvenile unit in my office and I should be having regular conversations with the superintendent of schools, and having my assistant state attorneys go into the high schools to give presentations on what the state attorney does. And I would love to partner with law enforcement to do that. The thing is, a lot of juvenile crime happens because kids don't even realize what is and what is not a crime. I've had a lot of I'm 47 years old, and I've had a lot of conversations with people about what it was like to be a kid in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s, and things that little kids, I'm not saying it's okay. It wasn't okay to do little bad things in the past, and it's not okay to
Right.
do them now. But, back then, a lot of kids would get into mischief and get into a little bit of trouble, and, they would face punishment at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now a lot of these kids are getting into trouble, and it involves a police officer, and they get taken into custody, and they have to go through the juvenile justice process. And if the police and the prosecutor goes into these schools and talks to all the kids and goes into these community meetings, and I mean, there are regular community meetings in every neighborhood, in every small city within Orange and Osceola County. And yes, it's true, the people that go to these meetings are the people that are really motivated. I don't want to call them activists because I hate that word, but people that are really, really motivated to help their community. But, there are a lot of churches that would love to hear from the state attorney. Anywhere where I can connect with groups of people within this community, I want to be at those places. I want to be at those places.
Well, Seth, thank you so much, and tell the folks where they can go and support the campaign, your website, and all of these great resources.
Thank you, Amania, and thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. My website is electsethhyman2024.com. My name is right below my video here, but I will spell it. It's ELECTSETHHYMAN 2024.com, and all the links to my social media is there. I have, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So follow me on those things and like my posts and whatnot. Share them with your friends. So I am running a grassroots campaign. I am trying to connect with people. So the most important thing you could do to help me, of course, other than voting for me, in addition to voting for me, is to tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your church community, tell your family about Seth Hyman running for state attorney. Because the way that I'm able to win is by people telling people. Money does not cast a vote. People cast a vote. Monique Worrell is my opponent in this race. In 2020, she was largely supported by a political action committee, which was funded by a billionaire. And the amount of money that a billionaire can contribute to a campaign, and that political action committee bought hundreds of thousands of and over $1 million of TV commercials. And so that also was the case with Aramis Ayala. The same billionaire funded a political action committee that put in over $1 million into TV commercials. And so the way that I win this election is the people of Orange and Osceola County from the ground up. So tell your friends and everyone, tell your family, tell your neighbors in your church, but also if you want to support my campaign, of course, I am also fundraising, and you can do that on my website, electsethhyman2024.com. My election is next November. It's the same as the presidential race. So, get in touch. Send me an email. Give me a call. Thank you so much for your support.
And Seth, you are looking for people to help, to volunteer,
Sure.
to help you get that work done, because he can't do it alone. He needs money, and he needs legs and boots on the ground.
Yes, I'm going to start knocking on doors in January. So I've been doing a lot of work myself, going to all sorts of meetings and meeting folks in different communities and going to a lot of events. But starting in January, I'm going to be utilizing the help of all of my supporters and my volunteers to start knocking on doors. I'm going to be, giving out a lot of yard signs. And in fact, I'm going to be starting today, right now. I'll let you know, if you want a free Seth Hyman for State Attorney campaign t-shirt, Send me an email. I will send it to you for free. Let me know what your size is.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I want a t-shirt.
I will send you one.
All right. Well, Seth, it's awesome. Thank you for coming on the program. It was really good conversation. I learned a little bit more about the state. No, the state attorney and what you do and what you're looking to do. Um, we really need to clean up our streets. We really need to get these criminals off the street so people can be safe out here in these streets. And with somebody like you at the helm, I think Orange County and Osceola County will be in great hands because you are for the people, and yet you will take care of the criminals, their rights and things like that. But we, the majority, we, the people who are out here just trying to live our lives without any problems, without crime and so on, I know you'll do a great job with that. So
And
congratulations on your campaign.
thank you so much. And one last thing that we didn't touch on is that when people are out on bond and they commit a new crime, they need to have that bond revoked, and then they need to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Because that hasn't happened enough. It was a big problem under Monique Worrell. We had many people who were out on bond for crimes that they were accused of, and then they'd commit a new offense. And the state attorney's office at that time was not filing motions to revoke bond, motions for pretrial detention. And that led to other people being victimized. And we got to stop that. But thanks
Yeah.
again, Amania. It was great to see
Yes.
you.
Yeah,
And I
you
look forward
too.
to seeing you in person, in real life.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you. If I don't see you between now and Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm sure I'll see you around between it sometime. All
Yeah.
right. So
Have a
you
great
take
day.
care. I will. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and have a good one.
Thank you.
All righty. You can log off whenever you'd like.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do that. Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye. Thank you. This time to thank all of the partners, all of the sponsors who's come on board with the City Talk Politics podcast. So the Orlando Patriot is one that I want to give great thanks to. Orlando Patriot offer everything patriotic: flags, t-shirts, magnets, Christmas magnets even, and so many other things. And they also have a All I Want for Christmas is a new president t-shirt, and also All I Want for Christmas is a new first lady. Those are going. People love those products. So again, Orlando Patriot, thank you for sponsoring the City Talk podcast. And we also want to thank Mammoth Nation, who is a marketplace where you can go and purchase items that you know are being sold by patriots, and they have your best interests and values at heart. So thank you to our two sponsors, Orlando Patriot and Mammoth Nation. We can't do it without you. And we do encourage you, if you have small business or any business and you'd like to partner and amplify your voice here on the City Talk podcast, please email us at citytalkpolitics@gmail.com. We love to hear from you, and we love to partner with you, because going into the 2024 election, this platform, we're going to have a lot of different voices, and we would love to amplify your voice in their ear. So send your videos, send your pitch, send your information, and so we can have you here and amplify your voice on the platform. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So that was Mr. Seth Hyman, state attorney candidate for Orange and Osceola County. So, what a great conversation that was. It really gave me hope in our system that we will be able to handle the problems that we're facing here, especially criminals running around rampant in our streets. So I just want to say thank you to you all for taking the time and coming on the program and listening. And it means so much. And I hope that you will all have a happy holiday. And I will see you in another video.